What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. This is the Memphis League Cup round number 5. Unfortunately, round number 4 didn't get recorded for some reason. I guess I don't know what happened really, but it's not in my computer for some reason. And guys, round number 5, we have me on the left playing a Rayquaza Jolteon deck, and on the right we have Jose playing a Yveltal Snorlax deck. And this is a very interesting matchup because before this game, I noticed that my friend Justin is playing against Jose, and he is just like using Jolteon to win the game. And when we sit down, Jose's like, "Oh man, I have no answer for Jolteon." So going to this matchup, I'm like, man, if I just swing Jolteon, I probably win this. Now, this is probably my downside. You'll see that for sure later on the video. I probably should have just went for a regular Mega Rayquaza instead, but I am just like in my head want to go straight Jolteon. As you see, I just grabbed Jolteon and we are going to be good to go. Like, all right, we're going to use Jolteon, whatever, blah blah blah. But I should probably grab Hoopa, use Scoundrel, go for the Mega Rayquaza instead. But sitting down, Joe literally says I have no answer for Jolteon, so I'm like, all right, we're just going to go Jolteon and see what happens. So my turn, I get a Shaman out with Jolteon. And we'll see pass on to Jose's turn. Alright, so Jose starts with the Snorlax GX with the, oh man, with the Pulverized Pancake, Collapse. So we see Perilous City coming down. Gonna put me down to 3. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Sycamore and I think a Trainer's Mail. And as you see, maybe going for the Hoopa play might have been bad because he could have Perilous City me down to 3 almost immediately. So that's not good, but in my hand we have a Lightning to the active, so we can just like attach and pass. Very easy turn. So we see Jose gonna get an Yveltal EX down. Okay. And also when I Sycamore, I discard a Puzzle Time as well, which is not good. Like, I already had to discard a Puzzle Time, but my hand was really bad, so we really didn't have that much of an option. Alright, so let's see, what does he get here? Does he have an energy or not? And also, we are both 3 and 2 and 2 at this point. If one of us wins, or whoever wins this match has a possibility of making cut at 3 and 2, but it's not 100% guaranteed. Alright, so we're going to see Max looks like, look at the top cards of his deck. Looks like he did find a Dark Energy and gonna put it on, let's see. I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, gonna put on the Yveltal EX. Okay, there we go. So yeah, whoever wins has a possibility of making it into cut, but it's not guaranteed. Only 1, 3, and 2 is going to make it in at this League Cup. So yeah, that is the big thing here. Will whoever wins make it a cut or not? So we're going to see Jose play the Max Elixir, go into Energy, and put on that Yveltal EX. Alright, so he's got an Energy in his hand. He can put on the active or the bench, or is that Energy or something else? So another Max Elixir cover down. Okay, so looking top 6. There's a Dark Energy. I see a so we see another Dark Energy going down to the Yveltal. So right now he has 2 energies on that Yveltal, which is kind of scary because he got life into the Jolteon before I can start Flash Rain and maybe take a knock on it, which is not good at all, obviously. So let's see, does he have an energy for turn, a supporter card? My turn looks really simple right now. It's just attach a Lightning to Jolteon and just pass for the most part. And let's see what's going to happen here. We see Sycamore discard his hand, draw 7 to guard. So he has a really good turn 1 right now. Getting double Max Elixir on that Yveltal. And he's got a DC in hand. He can put that on the active. He's got a Dark Energy as well, which we might see instead. So let's see. What will he do here? He's got a Dark Energy, a DCE. So we see a Ultra Ball, looks like. Okay, maybe not. He's got an Ultra Ball, Dark, and Sycamore. Yep, maybe. Hold on, wait for it. So yeah, Ultra Ball discarding a Dark and Sycamore. And let's see, what does he get with this? I'm not sure what is in the deck when we're playing, so I'm not 100% sure what he's going to get. But he's going to grab a Trubbish, which means he's playing the Yveltal Garbodor Parallel City deck, which is definitely not good for Mega Rayquaza in the grand scheme of things. I mean, it depends on how many Parallel City he plays, because that could be really bad. But we can't use our abilities and stuff like that. So we see Dark Energy active and pass onto my turn. Well, we're going to pass attach a Lightning and just pass immediately on Jose's turn. Alright. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to play as fast as I can to make sure that this game does get completed. Because all I'm going to be doing is Flash Rain, and it does take a lot to do that. So Jose's going to attach a DCE, going to play Sycamore, discard his hand, draw 7 new cards. Alright, so we're going to see 7 new cards come down. He can use the Collapse. to put himself to sleep to do 80, I think is what it does. So let's see, what does he get with this? Gonna put a Fighting Fury on the active, making that Snorlax has 230 HP. Wow, okay. And let's see, we see a Max looks like one of the top cards of my deck. And alright, or his deck, sorry, okay. So let's see, does he find a Dark Energy? And he does not find one. Alright, so no Dark Energy. But right now he's like 2 for 3 on Max Elixir, so that's not bad at all for sure. He's like 66% or something like that, 67%. Alright, so gonna put that down, and let's see what else he's got in his hand. Looks like we'll just see a collapse for 90 damage. Put his Snorlax to sleep as well. So 90 damage coming down. We'll see the Snorlax go to sleep. And it's going to be pressure onto me. Can we find a DC or not? Alright, so we're going to... let's see here. We'll see a coin flip. Looks like it's going to be heads. Okay, so Snorlax does wake up. Going to draw an N. Alright. Can we find a way to get a DC out? There's a Dragonite, Shaman, Mega Rayquaza, Spirit Link, and an Ultra Ball. So we're going to grab Ultra Ball. And let's see what do we get with the Ultra Ball. We could get a non-EX Pokemon. There's a... Alright, so let's see, we have a Shaman, we have an Ultra Ball. We can Ultra Ball discard like the N and Mega Turbo to get a Jirachi maybe. Because Jirachi is a non-EX attacker, it doesn't really mess up the math any for EX prize cards later on. So that's probably what we'll see. Yeah, we'll see a Jirachi come down. So, Jirachi coming down does have the Stardust, which can discard energy off the active and make it immune, because there's a DC to the active if I want to go that way. But what we're trying to find right now is a DC. So we're going to see a Shaman set up for 5 new cards, and can we find a DC with the Shaman? Come on down, buddy. There's a Spirit Link, Mega Rayquaza, Spirit Link, and a Lysander, unfortunately. So we don't find anything, and we just discarded our N. So I guess what we should have done is have discarded the Puzzle Time just to have guaranteed a supporter card to might have played a DCE this turn or played something this turn. But right now we're in trouble. We have a Lysander, gonna bring up the Trubbish, maybe keep in the Axe spot if he doesn't find a Flowstone or a DCE. We'll see a Puzzle Time, rearrange top 3 cards of my deck, and we're gonna put a VS Seeker on top of my deck, which means we can play in next turn. So we're gonna pass on a Jose's turn. He finds a Fighting Fury Belt. Gonna put on the Yveltal, and let's see, he's got a DCE, so you can put them in the active and treat if he wants to. But gonna put on the Snorlax instead. Okay, so that Snorlax can use Pancake. It can Pancake for 220 right now if it wants to, which is very, very scary. Because if he finds a Flowstone and a Lysander, he can knock out Jolteon right now with this GX attack. Oh man, that would be amazing. He needs 5 energies, so it is doable. So let's see Ultra Ball discard 2 cards, and let's see what does he get with this Ultra Ball. Maybe a Garbodor. Alright, looks like he is going to grab the Garbodor, okay. With a Garbotoxin, making it where your opponent can't use their abilities. Alright, so my side of the field, I definitely messed up with 2 things. We probably should have just went straight Mega Rayquaza, because we would have probably taken a knockout by now for sure. And we probably should have played the N instead of discarding it. So we see Garbodor coming online, and can Jose find a Flowstone? If he does, he can retreat to the Snorlax and take a knockout this turn if he wants to do that. He can use Yveltal as well, okay. And we'll see, and so there we go. Both players are going to shuffle and get 6 new cards. And with this in, can we find a DCE? If we do, we can start Flash Raying, and that's the key to this matchup. All we want to do is Flash Ray. If we Flash Ray, we win. Cody said, Jose said he doesn't have anything to counter it. He doesn't have a Ranger or anything like that. Alright, so both players are going to shuffle up. Gonna get 6 new cards, and let's see what is going to happen. Alright, VS Sticker. Alright, I do not see a DC in that hand. Alright, and does Jose have a Flowstone to retreat this Garbodor? There's a lot of things going on right now. So let's see what he decides to do. I just can't believe we haven't found a Juniper. That's pretty... or Sycamore, sorry. So Trainer's Mill, look at top cards of his deck. Does he find a Flowstone? And he finds an Yveltal, and I think I see a Flowstone in there. And yeah, so he does find a Flowstone with that Trainer's Mill. And he'll be able to attack this turn. But who does he attack with? With an Yveltal or the Snorlax? That is the big, big question right now. So, let's see. Our hand has a VS Seeker, Hoopa, Mega Rayquaza. Okay, so that's nothing too crazy. And we see Cody, I don't know why I keep saying Cody. Jose has an Enhanced Hammer in his hand, which is not good for us because it can discard our DCEs, unfortunately. Alright, so we'll see an attack for 90 damage, going down to 4 price cards, putting his Snorlax to sleep. And does the Snorlax wake up or not? Come on, and heads. It does wake up, so he can use 210 next turn. Trainer's Mill. There's a DC. Oh no, there's a DC that we need. So grab a Spearlink. Okay. Right now, I just want to thin my hand down. We can Spearlink somebody, which is great, just to get out of my hand. So Spearlink a Jirachi, and we can VS Seeker for a in, or we get Sycamore. So you see Ultra Ball discarding a Hoopa and something else. And let's see, what did I get? Gonna grab a Mega Rayquaza. Okay. So right now I'm like 100% committed to this Jolteon. I'm like, all right, Jolteon is the way to go. Which, like I said, it probably was my downfall, unfortunately. So we see an Ultra Ball. Gonna grab the Mega Rayquaza. Do I play Sycamore or do I play in right now? Let's see. I imagine I'll play Sycamore since I grabbed a Mega Rayquaza. Okay. So we'll see a cut, and we will see a Sycamore, discard my hand, draw 7 new cards. Do we find a DC or not? Alright, so 7 new cards. Come in my hand, there's a Lightning, Flowstone, oh my goodness, so we don't find anything. Now, what we could do is put a Lightning on the active, or Lightning on the Jirachi. I would put a Lightning on the Jolteon instead, and we're going to put the Shaman, which seems really interesting, but the Jirachi doesn't have free treat right now. So he's passed, unfortunately, on to Jose's turn. And he's going to look at Jirachi to see what it does. Stardust. Like I said, we could have Stardust discard a DC off the active, making Jirachi immune, which might have been cute. But ultimately not going to do that. Okay. So let's see, what does Jose start to do here? He has a Dark Energy in hand. Yeah, just can't believe we haven't found a DC. That's pretty crazy. But it's whatever. Alright. So we see a Dark Energy in my hand. Let's see, what does he decide to do here, guys? Alright. So he's got a Dark in hand. I see a Super Rod. I see... not sure what else I see. Alright, so I'm gonna look through his discard pile to see what does he want to do. Does he have a VS Seeker to maybe grab a Lysander? That's the key right now. If he has a Lysander, he can bring up the Jolteon and take a knock on it with Pancakes. That is, if he does that, we pretty much lose the game. 100% sure we're going to lose. So Frightened Yveltal comes down. Okay. He's got a Dark in hand. Like I said, he can play that. Let's see. What is he contemplating right now? Alright, he's looking. He's got a Dark Energy. Going to put on the Frightened Yveltal. Okay. And let's see. He's going to play Ninja Boy. So what is he going to Ninja Boy? He's going to Ninja Boy the Snorlax. Okay. And let's see. What does the Snorlax turn into? It looks like it's going to turn into an Yveltal Yax. Right now, the Yveltal is doing 20, 40, 60, 800. It does 110 right now with the Fighting Fear Belt, which will put him down to 2 price cards. So things are looking very bad for us, guys. We got to find a Lightning Energy and start using Flash Ray right now, or we are going to be in a world of trouble. And that's for sure. Yeah, we're going to be in trouble right now, guys. All right. So let's see what is going to happen. All right. What else is in his hand? Or will he just E-Ball for the knockout? No, gonna Y-Cyclone for 100 instead. Gonna put a DC on that Fright Night Yveltal. Alright, so my turn, we find a Super Rod. With the Super Rod, we can shuffle some Lightnings back into our hand. Or do I just VS Seeker? So we're gonna Super Rod. Gonna put a Lightning, and another Pokemon in our deck. Let's see, a Mega Rayquaza. Alright, so those 3 cards going back on my deck. And you kind of look at my deck right now. It is running pretty low right now. So we're gonna VS Seeker for an N, or do we go for Sycamore right now? Looks like we are gonna play N, put both of us at 6 new cards. But can we find a Lightning or a DC? If we do, we can start Flash Rain and put a lot of pressure on my opponent's side of the field. So that is a big question. Do we find a Energy, DC, either one? That's what we need to see right now, guys. Alright, so let's see what is going to happen. Can we find some way to start Flash Rain? Alright, so 6 new cards come out of hand, and we find a DC finally. So we can put a DC in the active, we get a treat, and Flash Rain for 140 damage. Alright, so things are finally picking up. We're good to go. I mean, we got the Flash Ray off. My opponent can't hurt us anymore. He only plays basic Pokemon, so 140 going down. And on a Jose's turn, he top decks a Flowstone, which is something he doesn't really care about too much. He's got a PCO in his hand. He's got a VS Seeker. Let's see, what does he decide to do this turn? Gonna look through his discard pile to see what's all in there. He has used 2 VS Seekers, it looks like, so far. Alright, alright. So let's see. What does he want to do here? Contemplating. I saw a Pokemon Stimulating in his hand, so he could play that to heal the damage off the active, but then it still gets knocked out from Flash Ray. Okay. Because 140 minus 6. Well, maybe. Hold on. 280 minus 60. Yes, 220. So yeah, it still get knocked out with a Flash Ray. Okay. And looks like he is contemplating. He's got an N, a VS Seeker, Pokemon Stimulating. Like I said, Stimulating doesn't save him for anything. And let's see, what does he decide to do? Kind of look at his hand. Well, what is going to happen? Looks like he is. Oh, wait a second. All right, he's gonna look through the discard pile one more time to see what's in there. All right, but my hand's not good either. We need to find. We probably should put down the Skyfield to bump the Paralysity, just so we can thin our deck down, just in case he ends us. And we'll see a VS Seeker for a Ninja Boy. Gonna put the active into his deck, and let's see what does he decide to get. And he's gonna grab another Fright Night Yveltal. And what this does, it allows him to knock out the Shaman on the bench, because that Shaman does have 100 HP on it, and he can Fright Night or Pitch Black Spear, hit the Shaman for 60, taking a knockout, going down to 2 prize cards. But he has to find a way to deal with this Jolteon EX. Right now, it's not doing too much. The Fright Night does not get knocked out either, because it has a Fighting Fury Belt, so it has 170 HP, unfortunately. And we'll see a Pitch Black Spear knock out the Shaman, going down to 2 prize cards. Alright, so on my turn, we top deck a Lightning, so we can put... Oh, no, I should just put a Lightning on the active. I unfortunately... Okay, so I didn't put a Lightning energy down. I know why immediately. Because if you license the Jirachi, I need a way to retreat it. But I still should have attached a Lightning somewhere. Like to the Jirachi, to the Jolteon. I should just have attached it. Don't know why I didn't do that, unfortunately. So, Jose's hand has a energy. I see a Escape Rope. So he could Escape Rope, make the Jirachi come active, but then we have a Lightning in our hand, so we could treat the Jolteon if we want to do that. So let's see. So going to Escape Rope, which is good that I kept that in the Axe spot, but we're gonna see Fright Night comes up, and the Fright Night will take a knockout on our Jolteon, unfortunately. Not a knockout on Jolteon. It'll do 60 damage to our Jolteon, and he actually will not knock out the active either, because it has 70 HP. But there's a Fighting Fury Belt coming down. Okay. So we're going to see a knockout. I'm going to put 60 damage on that Jolteon. Alright, so on my turn, we're going to put a Lightning into the active. There's no reason why not to. And we will Flash Ray for 140. Alright. So on Jose's turn, and things are starting looking good for us. We got Flash Ray off. We have 4 energies on the active. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 energies on the active. And you got to think, how do we lose this game? That's the big question right now. What is going to happen, guys? Jose's got a Pokemon Stimulating in his hand. Doesn't really matter too much. He's got an N. Like I said, I should have put down the Paralysity, but there's an Enhanced Hammer discarding the DC off the active. Okay. He's got an N in his hand. But we need to thin our deck down just in case he ends us. That's the key right now. So he's played an Enhanced Hammer. We have no more energy in the active, but that's our only DC. We have 3 left in the deck, I'm pretty sure. I think 2 or 3. And let's see what Jose decides to do here. Does he retreat? Does he pitch Black Spear? So we will see retreat into the Garbodor. Okay. And what else does he have in his hand? And we'll see a pass on my turn. We get a Skyfield. So we're going to put down Skyfield, Ultra Ball, discard the Shaman or Dragonite and Rayquaza. We'll grab another Rayquaza. Like I said, we're just thinning my deck out, just trying to find a DCE for later on. So I'm going to put a Rayquaza in my hand, and we'll Flash Ray for another 70. Okay. And yeah, alright, so on Jose's turn, like I said, he has a Pokemon Stimulating in his hand. He top decks an Yveltal, which is not what he wants to see. Okay. And let's see what else it does he have. So he has a Stimulating. He could play that on the active if he wants to heal the 60. Let's see, what does he do here? He already has 3 VS Seekers in his discard pile as well. I don't know if that really matters or not, so DC's to Yveltal EX. Does he play Pokemon Stimulating? Does he play the N in his hand? And we'll see Stimulating heal the 60 off the active and a pass onto my turn. We get a Shaman. We'll Flash Ray for another 70. Okay. And let's see, on to Jose's turn. What does he get? And he top decks a Team Flagrant. All right. So he can Team Flagrant, discard energy off the active, and it's going to be us to top deck something. So go to Team Flagrant, discard a Lightning, okay. And on us, we find energy or not. Remember, he already has 3 VS Seekers in the discard pile, so it's going to be really hard for him to take a knockout. All right, to finish this game, if we find energy, going to send the Yveltal. On our turn, we top deck a Skyfield, so that's something we do not want to see. And now we're in trouble because we cannot attack this turn. We can Swift for 20 for the knockout, but then he can send the Yveltal X for the game. And let's see what Jose starts to do. Going to put an energy on the active retreat and going to Evolve for the knockout. So unfortunately, as you see, there's one DC my prize card, and we just couldn't find anything. They were all on the bottom of my deck. We just couldn't draw anything. We kind of had bad luck just not finding energies, and yeah. Woo! I mean, we found energy. We probably would have won the game because I think Jose might have one VS Secret left, but that was everything in his deck. But unfortunately, it didn't matter. Whoever won this game wasn't advanced to the top 8. It turned out that the top 8 spot had a 56% win ratio. I think Jose had a 52, and I had like a 54. So either way, none of us were going to make top 8, unfortunately. But there you go, guys. There's the Swiss rounds. We're going to go top 8 after this. But guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Alrighty, bye. Alright guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to our 3 sponsors, 60 Cards, Yeti Gaming, and the Pokemon Company International. Links to everything will be down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Alrighty.